I'm Colin Ogwire with World News. Russia is attempting to stop a United Nations investigation into the Russian military's use of Iran-made drones. Russia is claiming that the senior UN leadership was moving out of their sphere of responsibility by sending experts to Ukraine to examine these drones. Russia believes that the Article 100 of the UN Charter stops the UN Secretary General and his staff from receiving or seeking instructions from a member state. The UN fired back with proof of Russia asking for the UN General's assistance. This situation continues to get worse. Expect more updates. In other news, 4 more bodies were recently found near a mass grave in northern Maui. The mass grave, which has already produced 25 bodies, is suspected to contain many more missing migrants from Ethiopia. Police in Maui said that they believe the bodies are suspected victims of human trafficking. The bodies recovered so far are believed to be between the ages of 25 and 40 years old. Autopsies are planned for all of the victims to determine the cause of death. Expect more updates from this story as well. That's all I have for World News. So now we'll head to Rachel with National News.
This is Rachel with National News. In less than 2 weeks, the midterm election will take place in your town. Experts are saying that the Senate is currently a toss-up with the Democrats just slightly ahead. Republicans are still favored to win the House of Representatives, but that is really too close to call at this point. With only 10 days left, it is going to be a tight race. And with all of the important issues on the ballot, it is important that everyone of age should get out and vote. We'll keep you updated as the election day approaches. On Monday, actor Leslie Jordan passed away at the age of 67. He was best known for his roles in Hero, Tiger King, and The Help. Jordan won the Audie Award for Humor and a Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Award. He will be missed by many, but his legacy will go on for a long time. Next, after the break, we will hear from Wyatt with State News. You are watching The Friday Show.
McDonald's of Montrose is a family-friendly franchise. Along with all-day smiles, McDonald's offers all-day breakfast. Order from the counter, the drive-thru, the McDonald's app, or the new kiosk. The Deanna family restaurants are still your breakfast, burger, and beverage destination. Bring in the little ones and enjoy a Happy Meal. Come on in any time of the day and join our family here at the McDonald's of Montrose.
Welcome back. I'm Wyatt with State News. Michigan's annual pheasant hunting season is upon us. The big, beautiful game bird has been a popular target for hunters for generations. The pheasant population in the state is down, but a movement to increase the population is gaining steam. Pheasant hunting season ends November 14th, so make sure to get out there before it's too late. Remember, you always want to be safe while hunting, so wear proper hunter orange clothes and practice safe firearm operations. In the southwestern part of the state, a married couple was found dead under suspicious circumstances. The 46-year-old female victim was found outside the home, while the male victim was found inside the home. The neighbors claim they heard gunshots the night before at around 8:30 p.m. There are no suspects in custody at this time, but the investigation is ongoing. Now to Jack with local news.
Thanks, Wyatt. Sunday night, Flint residents came together to honor the late Mark Baldwin with a hand-painted mural. Baldwin, who was instrumental in building and cleaning community parks in the city, was also recognized as a mentor to Flint's youth. The mural can be seen at White Church on East Giuspelli Avenue and Buick Street. Local artist Joe Shapani, the executive director of the Flint Public Art Project, took lead on the mural. Ascension St. Mary's neurosurgeon Dr. Joseph Adele is being honored for his work and service to the community with the Spirit of St. Vincent Award. The award is presented annually to one highly respected physician with a long and successful career in service to the Great Lakes Bay community. Dr. Adele was honored on Saturday, November 19th at the annual Cornet Ball. On the other side of the break, sports with Owen and Noah.
Montrose Orchards is a family-owned business located on Seymour Road, north of Vienna Road, that produces a delicious variety of fresh fruits. Check out Debbie's Kitchen, which features fresh baked goods and delicious sweet treats. Be sure to visit the Montrose Orchards Farm Market as well. In the fall, you can pick your own perfect pumpkin from our Pumpkin Patch 2. All this and more is at Montrose Orchards in Montrose, Michigan.
Welcome back to the Friday Show. I'm Owen with Hometown Sports. Our very own varsity football team is currently 6-3 this season and are now in the playoffs. The Rams traveled to Laingsburg to take on the Wolfpack last Friday. The Rams survived a slow and close first half Entering halftime, the Rams and Wolfpack were tied at 7-7. But the Rams came out hot in the second half and ended the game with a score of 17-7. Zach O'Neal of the Rams won Offensive Player of the Game. Michael Stevenson won Defensive Player of the Game. Jackson Perrin won Special Teams Player of the Game. And your blue-collar player of the game was Preston Haddock for the Rams. Tonight, the Rams will take on the Cass City Redhawks at home in the first round of the playoffs. And it's going to be a great game. And if you would like to watch the game in the comfort of your own home, you can watch Colin Elguire and I broadcast the game on MDM-TV.com. The pregame show starts at 6:40. Our Lady Rams varsity volleyball team is 2-11 on the year. On Tuesday, the Lady Rams took on the Chesaning Indians at Chesaning and sadly once again lost 3 out of 3 sets. Wednesday, the Lady Rams took on the Perry Ramblers and sadly lost a close game, only winning 1 out of 4 sets. Up next, Lady Rams will travel to Northrop for the first round of districts. Lady Rams have had a hard-fought season, but the record sadly didn't show. The varsity cross-country team has had 13 meets this year. Their last meet was on Tuesday, and a 9 and 10th grade-only meet for the boys. The team was led by Joey Galinsky, who came in 19th out of 64 runners. The team overall came in 4th out of 5th. For the girls, they came in first place and were led by Isabella Nalwico, who came in 6th out of 21 runners. Up next, the Rams runners will travel to Shepherd High School to run in the MHSAA Regionals meet tonight. That's it for Hometown Sports. Now to Noah with Professional Sports.
Thank you, Owen. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Noah Gross, bringing you a brief rundown of college and professional sports. This is going to be a big week in sports, so let's jump right in. Last Sunday, the Detroit Lions took another loss by a final score of 26-6. The Lions' #1 scoring offense is performing very lackluster manner, as they only scored 6 points off of field goals. With the constant losing, is head coach Dan Campbell on the hot seat. This is Dan Campbell's second season at the helm of the Lions, and he has accumulated 8 wins along with 20 losses. However, with the loss, the Lions currently hold the #1 overall pick in May's college football draft. The Lions will host the Dolphins this Sunday at 1 p.m. Let's hope the Lions can get back to their winning ways. In a can't-miss story, the big game Saturday will be the annual backyard brawl for the Paul Bunyan Trophy in Ann Arbor. The #4 ranked Wolverines will host the unranked Michigan State Spartans in a highly anticipated game. Michigan and Michigan State have met a total of 114 times, with Michigan leading the series with 71 wins. But in the last 10 years, Michigan State has won 6 games to 10. This season, however, Michigan is riding a hot 7-game winning streak as they hope to repeat from last year's Big Ten championship run, while the Spartans have been struggling to live up to preseason expectations. Both teams are hoping to come out on top in this big game. This will also be a night game, and I bet we all remember what happened last time these two teams played at night. Kickoff is slated for 7:30 this Saturday at the Big House. Also, on Wednesday, at the annual Detroit Sports Media Tailgate, our own Colin Elguire and Owen Lytle got to speak to some of the past greats of the game. Let's take a look.
All right, guys, I'm here with Jack Miller, center for Michigan when he was in college. Now, Jack, what was your favorite part of the week heading into Michigan State game?
Favorite part of the week heading into the game? Well, probably the game itself, but usually the hotel the night before is always a lot of fun, right? Guys getting amped up for the game, and it's kind of, you put in the work all week to get prepared, and then Friday night's kind of the time to relax with everybody and lock in, enjoy kind of a down night, and then get ready to play the next day.
What did this tradition mean to you when you were a player at Michigan?
You're judged as a player and as a program on wins against rivals. So anytime, you get the opportunity to go play against your rival, try to get a win, it's meaningful, and that's the kind of stuff that carries on your legacy.
It's always a cool tradition to have with a rivalry with another school. And one more question, what is your score prediction for Saturday?
Yeah, I think Michigan will put up a lot of points. I think J.J. McCarthy will have a great game. I'm predicting 35-14 Michigan.
That's a pretty good score. There you go, folks. This is Jack Miller. I'm Owen Lytle, and we'll be back with Colin with an interview right after this.
I'm Colin Elguire here with MDM-TV with Otis Wiley, safety from Michigan State. Now, Otis, you played free safety most of your collegiate career, but your senior year, you switched to strong safety, and you played incredible, top 10 in pass deflections and interceptions in the Big Ten. What was that switch? What did that mean for you?
It meant that I was valued, right? I had a new coaching staff and Coach Antonio, and His defense was a different defense than what John L. Smith's defense was. So it kind of suited what my expertise and my skill set was. Is I like to hit, like to tackle more. So as a strong safety, you can come down into the box and play a little bit of outside linebacker and more of a fast cover guy. And so
That senior season was so big for you guys. You know, you went 1-3 your collegiate career against Michigan, but that senior season when you were playing strong safety, that's the year you won. What was different that year than the other 3 before that?
I think it was our guys were, there was no selfish guys. There was no I in that team, man. Like, we were all wanting to win together. And then, you know, if we all had, we kind of have this saying, if we all eat together, right? And so there was no jealousy. There was no, like, you know, as long as that win is up on that board, that's all that mattered. No matter how we got to it, as long as we got to that, that was the end goal. And so it was great to be, you know, win that game with my brothers there in Ann Arbor. And, you know, that season we almost had a 10-3 season, you know, and played in a New Year's, you know, bowl. So everything was good.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
I'm Colin Auger with MDM-TV.com, and we'll be right back after this.
Now to Peyton with school updates.
Hello, I'm Peyton, back with this week's daily announcements. A reminder to all of the seniors, the deadline for senior pictures to be submitted into the yearbook is December 1st. Make sure to look at the Class of 2023 Google Classroom for directions on how to submit the picture. Trick-or-treating in Montrose will happen from 6 to 8 p.m. on Monday night. Make sure to have your Halloween costumes. The City of Montrose has set some basic rules to make sure that everyone stays safe. When you are walking around, make sure to stay on the sidewalks, wear reflective clothing, if you have some, and please respect people's property. And finally, make sure to have fun. That's all for this week. Have a great weekend. We will see you next week. Back to Colin for a final word.
Thank you, Peyton. Remember to tune in next week because we will be right back here with news and more. I've been Colin Aguirre, and from the entire MDM TV crew to you, thank you, have a good weekend, and happy Halloween.